Good evening out there. For those of you that have not been following along on our website, most of the activities of our group have shifted to making masks and trying to service those in need as best we can during this pandemic. A lot of our ministry revolves around dressing up as clowns and entertaining children in hospitals and teaching kids and various other people to juggle and do those sorts of things. So we're not really equipped to do as much as a lot of other churches have. The one thing that we do have, which many other churches might not have, is we have to make a lot of costumes and uniforms and such. And so we have a couple of good sewing machines. We happened to, when this pandemic started, we had a large stash of fabric, colorful, bright, loud fabric. So if you're in my region and you see people wearing polka dot masks, you can likely blame us. It is the 31st of March as I'm recording this. I spent a great deal of my time with my head down on my, or head over my, looking over my sewing machine, and haven't barely been paying attention a whole lot to what is going on in the world, because we have our own mission, and it was just very preoccupying. A few days ago, I learned why George Floyd was being pursued by the police. He is accused of passing a fake $20 bill, and because of that, at least one officer believed that he deserved to die. I'd like to tell you my experience with passing a fake $20 bill. The fact that I am sitting here to tell you about it suggests that my experience was significantly different from his. We are giving away the masks from a window in our office so that we don't have to be in contact with folks for obvious reasons. And at that window is a mason jar, which if someone wishes to donate, they can put it in the mason jar. Our other masks are being taken by people in batches to homeless shelters, nursing homes, and other places that they might need them. And we have had some institutions give us some money out of appreciation for us making the masks. 3 weeks ago, someone put a fake 20 in the old mason jar. Basically what we do is when we get money, we count it, we roll the change. It gets put in an envelope and dropped in the deposit box at our local bank, which is in walking distance of our office. So whenever we had a little bit of something, we would put it in the bank. Because at this point, the only place that you can buy, until very recently, the only place you could buy fabric was online. And so it just helped it to be, the money to be in an electronic form that we could send out. The day after one of our deposits, I got a call from someone at the bank who stated that one of the 20s was fake. Ironically, during the conversation, the person at the bank apologized for the fact that this was going to be reported and that I was going to have to discuss with authorities what had happened. Over the next week or so, I got some calls from various people, various law enforcement groups. They asked me about it. I told them it was put into a mason jar, which is on the windowsill of where we receive money, or where we pass out the masks. That was the end of it. In fact, someone from one of the law enforcement folks that was talking to me apologized for taking my time on such a trivial matter. They apologized for the inconvenience that it put upon my ministry and what we were doing. And he thanked me for what we're doing. Now, this man only had my word that we were doing what we're doing. Maybe he really did his due diligence and looked at our website and saw the videos of people making masks. I suspect that even if I had gone to a bodega and bought some sandwiches from the group, was generally in our office, we have one other person in here helping who's cutting. And if I had bought sandwiches for lunch with that money, I suspect that I would not have been wrestled to the ground and had the life choked out of me for it. Besides the obvious killing of a man for something so senseless, the thing that has bothered me the most about this is people of my complexion that are claiming that they're the ones that are being attacked and that white privilege is a fiction. Well, folks, white privilege isn't a fiction. It is a thing. And granted, just as a programming note, some folks would suggest that I'm exceptionally liberal or this or that, and that's why I would say such things. And I admit I am what some more conservative factions in our country would probably call a race traitor. But I'm alive after I passed a fake $20 bill. Mr. Floyd is not. Well, I apologize for wasting your time if you're one of the choir that I preach to. But if you're a conservative person and you're watching this and you think that all of this is being blown out of proportion, it's not. Sure, there are who like to watch the world burn that take advantage of these situations. But for Mr. Floyd, the world was already burning when he was choked to death. And that's the difference between someone of my complexion and someone of his complexion. The police won't come and kill me. The police thank me and apologize when I'm in the same situation. I thank you for your time. If you're looking for something more spiritually uplifting, please watch one of my sermons. And folks, pray for each other out there. And if you don't see what's wrong with this situation, pray for wisdom. Pray that God grants you the quiet in your own mind to understand and to feel sympathy for people that are not like. Please keep praying for me. I'll be praying for all of you.